Hey, this is Anthony, and today I'm just showing a quick example of an AI agent that I was just playing around with. The goal is just to show that agents can do stuff really fast. So, to call an agent, you have to make the schema that describes the functions that you might want to call. And what I mean by agent is something that has a non-deterministic path, and the actual LLM itself is going to actually decide what to do. So, in this case, this agent is going to call different functions in order to accomplish some goal. So I made a few functions. I have my super cool function. I have encoded secret, and then I'm going to actually run this agent in a loop. And the way that it breaks out of the loop is by calling the all work is finished function. I also have a write to a file. I also have Tavily search and scrape, which just allows it to do some type of web search. So originally I was trying to make a super fast agent with a llama. However, that worked okay. But what I found is I could actually do stuff even faster with Grok. So I'm going to be using the Llama 3.370B from Grok, and then also the Tavily for search. And my prompt or my goal that I want to give it is something kind of silly and fun. Is I search for info on New Mexico turtles, write a poem, then encode it, write the unencoded poem to a file. As you can tell, I can't spell, called mypoem.txt, and then encode the poem. Still can't spell, to another file called mypoem. Yeah, still can't spell again. Mypoem encoded.txt. Okay, so that's the goal. And so in order to accomplish that, it's going to have to do multiple tasks, and that's partially the goal. So let me make sure I'm running the right Python. So I'm using a virtual env, and you can see it's in my environment. I'm quickly running that one, not my default Python, which is good. So I'm using UV as well as. Okay, so now I want to actually run this. So let me show the actual loop. So in this main, it can take in a prompt, then it's going to go do something. And the system prompt is: you are a helpful AI assistant that works in a loop. You can call tools when necessary. After thinking, return a valid tool format. Call valid tool calling format. Call all work is finished when it's finished with is finished equals true when the task is complete. And then it's going to go into this loop. And if the tool calls, it has a tool in it, then it's going to actually call it. It's going to go through, and um, whatever the response is, so here it's going to actually call the tool with the args. It's going to get injected into this tool result, which is going to then be put back into the messages and back to the LLM. So this way it knows like what's going on. And if you use like Klein or some of these other AI coding assistants, this is what they're all doing. They're operating this loop. But it's fun just to make your own. So that's what I'm doing here. So I go Python main, and then I give it a prompt. Give it my prompt. Another part of this is just to show how fast this goes. So this is not something a human can do. So there we go. It already did all the work, which is kind of amazing. So if we could scroll back through and see what it did, says it has access to these tools. Uh, so first, it realizes it needs to do search, so that's what it does. It gets information about New Mexico turtles. Then it says, "Oh, I need to write to a file," so that's what it does to mypoem.txt. Um, and then it sees that it successfully wrote that, and then it needs to encode it using my weird encoding, just as a demo, and then it needs to write that response to the actual file. And then it calls all work is finished with is finished equals true. There you go. So cool little demo of making a simple AI agent